Hello, Child here. He calls me Child, Dusty Rose. Oh, so here I am back in Houston. Been recovering for about a week, doing a lot better. Turns out I'm gonna have to stay here a while because I need to deal with some health issues. And it's a lot easier to deal with specialists when you speak the same language. Nothing against Japanese doctors, but kind of worried that one wrong nuance will send me down a multi-month rabbit hole in the wrong direction. I really can't afford that right now. So I need to let you know something. I got my first strike from YouTube. Honestly, this is no surprise. The only surprise is how long it took for this to happen. I woke up about a day ago to an email from YouTube that Penguin Random House had basically issued a takedown on two of the videos, two of the chapters from Body Keeps the Score. To me, that's a very clear, you'd better take down the rest of them message. After briefly discussing it with, people I am close with, I did go and take the rest of Body Keeps the Score down. And I apologize to anybody who really enjoyed that, but the truth is I started this channel knowing that this could happen. I am reading these out, and I know that at any time a publisher may come along and go, hey, no, and I need to comply. I'll reiterate, I don't do this for any money. None of the videos are monetized. I turn off the ads, at least to my knowledge. Sometimes things change around in the back end, but as far as I'm concerned, I don't turn on ads. I have no sponsors. The links that I put on are not affiliate links. I just yank them. I go straight to Amazon and I yank them, or I go straight to Bookshop and I yank them. Even so, let's be real, I'm operating in a gray area that's closer to black than gray. So I guess you should know I have received one strike. If you get 3 strikes, YouTube has the right to take your channel down. So you should just be aware. I mean, if I get a second strike, I'll obviously let you know, but you should be aware that if one day this channel is gone, it's likely because I hit the 3rd strike. I'm gonna keep doing this because I love doing this, honestly. I don't see a reason to stop. Maybe I need to be a little more careful which titles I pick, which is a pain because I'm not picking the titles to be careful with them. I'm picking the titles because this meant that much to me and did something for my thinking in some way. That's the basis on which I'm picking the titles. Otherwise, I would just read off books whose copyrights have expired, and then I could monetize that. Anyways, look, I know what I'm doing. I accept the consequences of what I'm doing. Anybody who really benefited from me reading Body Keeps the Score to you, I would encourage you strongly, go buy a copy of the book. It's really worth it. It's a really, whether you get it on Audible, if you need someone to read it to you, because I know it can be really dense, especially those chapters that really describe how the brain works. It's pretty dense, but it's really worth it to own a copy. It was such a good book. And any of the books that I've read on this channel that really meant something to you, even if you can only get one of them, I would just strongly recommend you pick up a copy. Kindle, Audible, physical copy. Obviously, in spite of the fact that I'm on Kindle now, kind of by necessity, obviously I have a bias toward physical copies. Actually, since I'm home, I'm actually picking up my copies of the Book of the Dun Cow and the Book of Sorrows to take back to Japan with me. Anyway, so that's one point, and the other point is I took down the most recent 2 chapters of Warner. Child, why would you do that? They'll be back up soon. So my husband has been listening to Warner because that was his book originally. He's the one who wanted me to. He's the one who went, oh, you should read this, kind of like he did with Dumbing Us Down. So some of these are like his recommendations to me, and then they go out to you. So he's listening to it again to enjoy it. And he gets to the last 2 chapters and he's like, oh, let me get you a microphone that's better than that. He's the tech person. I'm not. I'm like, what might work over? And, trying to find in Japan, like the markets are different. You can go, what's a great microphone to use? In the US, your list is going to be different than Japan. And I'm like, in Japan, what's reasonable to use? And that's what I got. And I'm not a tech person, so it didn't turn out that great. And the last 2, I listened to them, they were especially egregious, and I apologize. So I took them down. And I will re-record just the last 2 chapters that I took down of Warnered. I don't need a microphone in this room because it's not echoey. So I don't have to wait for the microphone. Like, I have the microphone that my husband ordered for me here in the States for me. There's an issue with the connector. He's gonna need to get a few things so that it works, so that it plays nice with my MacBook. Right now it's not playing nice with my MacBook. But relatively soon I'll re-record those chapters and probably, do some other... Look, I'm gonna be here for a while, so this is the new setup for reading, and I don't know if you hear the AC or if you hear cars going by. I apologize, there's not that much I can do about that, but I can at least give you a really cozy place for me to be reading from. So to my husband back in Japan, and to everybody else watching, thank you for understanding. Please pick up some copies of the books. Enjoy the channel while it's here. It may not always be here, and have a gentle rest of your day.